welcome to the commentary, reaction, and review of The Rookie Season 5 Episode 21 and Season 5 Episode 22. This will be the episodes entitled Going Under and Under Siege. I discuss logline / synopsis, promo pics, and then after the episode, except for the Season 5 finale, I do have a live reaction. This is a compilation of videos originally on TikTok, which is also where you can find these similar type of videos for the season that is currently airing, which is Season 7. Same username. And I'm not going to keep you waiting much longer. So without further ado, past me is going to talk about these episodes. Logline reads, Officer Lucy Chen goes undercover to infiltrate an illegal firearm operation, and Detective Harper and Officer John Nolan work together to solve a mystery involving severed limbs found around the city. But anyway, let's go on to that Lucy storyline because I feel like, are the pieces falling into place or am I being delusional again? You let me know. Because I feel like the running theory that's been happening recently is that Lucy is going to be working with Isabel on some sort of undercover assignment here. And to me, the body limb storyline seems less interesting. But I will say, I'm glad that we're going to see Nyla and Nolan working together again because I feel like this right here is an underrated pair. Because people always talk about like the Westlows and the Chenfords when it comes to like the Tio Ricky pairing. But this one right here is top tier and doesn't get enough recognition. 521 promo pics, and girl, I'm on the floor too. Is it possible that this man is the ringleader? Yes. Also, her outfit, like I'm gonna need a full body shot of that because I love her in that green dress, you know, the one from season 3 finale. So in this, can I just say, as much as I've loved her other undercover personas, Nova was probably my favorite, but I really wanted her to one day just be like some rich bitch, and I feel like we're gonna get that. I realized earlier today that I have yet to talk about the promo for next week's episode of The Rookie. I almost said new promo, but you know what? It came out on Tuesday, so it's not even new at this point. But part of the reason why I have yet to talk about it is because I don't care. Hear me out. Based on the promo pictures and the synopsis, sounds very interesting. Based on this promo alone, and the reason for that is because most of that promo has to do with feds and not the OG Rookie. Like, what is that about? Like, I'm sorry, but this right here feels like a DOD ripoff. Like, I could literally picture Lucy and Caleb's car right here. Like, I don't watch feds. I know a lot of people who watch The Rookie that don't watch feds. So, like, seeing this promo, I'm like, why should I care? You see this picture? I can name you 5 people. Yep, the 5 people up to... Actually, you know what? I remember... No, I don't. Simone. Her name's Simone. I could dissect this one up here. Like, interesting. None of them are wearing their uniform. Lucy appears to be wearing something undercover because that doesn't seem like a hat that Lucy would wear. Also, Wesley's in on this case. That's always fun. And down here, I got nothing. It's girl that gets kidnapped. I have that information. And also, like, at this point, is it even a crossover? It's gonna be like Nathan guest starring on Feds. And I don't know who needs to hear this. That is not a crossover. Like, anyone who works on the promo for that show, like, please find a new tactic. And I know I'm only like a girl who complains on TikTok, but I know of multiple people who like agree with this because it's becoming annoying. Let's be for real. It's becoming annoying. I've had a couple people ask me about Lucy going undercover next episode and what this means for her and for Chenford and stuff, so I'm going to talk about it. So in my post-20 episode video, I was basically just praising Isabel the entire time because she overseeded my expectations. Like, I never expected to hate her, but I didn't expect her to like her that much. However, one fuck up on her part was being like, oh, we're cops. Like, oh, girl over here. However, I do think it's interesting that this is like a glimpse into her more reckless side that shows why she went the direction that she did through UC work. And also, she has been out of practice, so that's probably why she fucked up. Back to next week's episode, because it appears that this guy here is the girl's father who was getting out of prison because some people went looking on IMDb and he's credited in both episode 20 and 21. Meaning, Lucy is very much in danger here if his daughter spilled the beans. Which she probably did because Lucy's literally on the floor on broken glass. And I think that this might be the moment in which Lucy rethinks her undercover career. Now let's go back to this where Lucy says that she wouldn't mind being gone for 6 months or a year, which seems kind of weird to me because like this is the same person who orchestrated that like 5-person trade just so she didn't have to work at a different station from Tim. And now all of a sudden like a year is no big deal. Because here's the thing, Tim is never going to tell her not to do it. He's going to let the trauma pile onto himself. So Lucy not going UC route has to come from somewhere else. I can't realistically picture a way in which Lucy can do undercover for extended periods of time. Like, can you just imagine if she disappeared for half a season? Like, people would be pissed. Like, following her undercover I also don't think works with, like, the current ABC plot of the show. Because, like, it's not like she's going to be in contact with anyone in the station as she's, like, trying to blend in and just kind of waiting. It's also different from when, like, the undercover mission is an episode long or half an episode, where there's a lot of action. Here there wouldn't be. So you could spin her off into her own show with the rookie undercover, but I don't think that would work because she's not the oldest to become a UC, so they'd lose the little train that they got going. And also based on like the writing style of this universe, I think undercover would be kind of difficult. Because Eric had said that Isabel would be leaving her mark. Could that be opening the door for a spin-off? Sure. Could it also just be Lucy changing her mind about UC work? Probably. Maybe it has nothing to do with her. Maybe it's like Tim unpacks his trauma. Maybe it's like Chenford's relationship moves forward. But anyway, if it does have to do with Lucy, I'm leaning towards her changing her mind about UC and maybe doing it like here and there, but having something else that she does full time. One last sneak peek before tonight's episode, and it appears that Miss Girl Celina is on the dating apps. Points out how there is no good man in LA. You know what, sis? Speak your truth. Well, single ones apparently, and even the ones who aren't single. Sometimes it's questionable. Like, how did you get a girlfriend? Anyways. But it looks like there's this guy, Scott, who has a dog. We love dogs. Who might have been hitting on Selena, but Miss Girl did not clock it. And you might be thinking, interesting. Because as Nolan points out, she's very in tune, you know? But maybe there's a reason. Let's be honest. You might have seen it too. Maybe the fact that she's not interested in men makes her not realize that men are interested in her. You know what I'm saying? It's a possibility. You mean to tell me the show has what, fucking 10 main characters pretty much, and not one of them are gay? I find that hard to believe. You know, like, what did Aaron do? Like, this has to be more than him filming his little clip talk video. Also, on the topic of Aaron, I've seen people shipping Selena and Aaron, and I see gay, but considering the amount of characters that I'm like, oh, that character's gay, and then they put them in like cat relationships, that I wouldn't hate Aaron and Selena. I think it could grow on me. The penultimate episode came and went, and I don't know how I feel. I don't know if it's because it was so different with the day 1, day 2, day 3 thing, or maybe it's just different than I was expecting, or maybe it's because as soon as the promo for next week's episode came out, my brain immediately went there and I like didn't even give myself time to digest this episode. I didn't feel that thrill that I wish I did, and I don't know if it's because like it's a me thing and I just have a lot of things on my mind right now, or maybe it's because like this scene, for example, we had seen Lucy on the floor with a broken glass, so like clearly someone was going to be shooting in, and also she was fine, so I wasn't like freaking out. Whereas I feel like if we hadn't seen that, I probably would have been with Tim right there like, oh my god, is she okay? It's only when she got the gun pulled on her in the car that I was actually like and I actually think that this might be my favorite scene of the entire episode, because it really does show Lucy as a person, and like of course she's gonna see the good in people and be like super sympathetic and stuff, because I know maybe I'm wrong, but it reminded me of her when she was trying to find her bio dad, and then she finds out that he's dead, and here she's like advising this literal criminal to be like, no, go look for your daughter. Like, I thought there was something so sweet about it. A scene that I absolutely loved that was so small, but I loved it, was Angela catching a boy over here. Just like that, yes, mama, from Nyla, and then Wesley being like very annoyed, and like, oh, it was perfect. Because I honestly didn't think we were going to be seeing Angela anymore. I was like, okay, they sent her off to maternity leave, probably because Alyssa is too. But I was glad to see her again. Also, side note here, I really do love when Nyla and Angela work together. But I enjoy this pair probably more than the average person, because no one ever talks about it. But I really like this pair. And I now might be the bearer of bad news, because my brain goes worst case scenario a good 80% of the time. And this here, you could be like, oh, cute. But the only thing that was in my head after it happened was Erin could be a girl's name too. Because do I need to remind people who her son is named after? And why? Do I? Things are looking worse for Erin by the day. I think Happy Thoughts instead, you know, the whole thing with the days and the phone calls and stuff was very much giving like rom-com. And I liked how we were getting cases solved outside of just Lucy being undercover. I thought that was like really cool, with Erin going through piles and piles of garbage and then finding random limbs across the city. It was very fun. Also, I'm curious if anyone else was like, okay, this operation's gonna go south because of Lucy's boss being like, I'm so happy to be working with the LAPD, and like him trying to like use code words like, bro, please stop. I think very unimportant thing, Jamie Hall's wardrobe, a 10 out of 10. I don't know about you, but for me, personally, a Chenford hookup in a laundry room was not on my bingo card. It also made me think of like how far we've come from episode 1 of season 5 with like a fake airplane hookup to like a real one in a laundry room. Congrats to the Chenfords. We really have come far. This comment made me crack up, but tell me why it took me till right now to realize there was no Bailey in this episode. It's almost like she's not needed. Okay, but let me get serious. Because there's a lot of people who were like, is this Scott guy going to be the new Caleb with the dog? I don't think so. I know this little dog treat moment, I learned it from a friend, was a callback to Jackson, which honestly only makes me more scared that we might lose Aaron. I don't know how, but like maybe the reference of the dead character means another one is coming. I don't know. In my head, it makes sense. And this Scott guy, I was like, oh my god, it's Jed from Legacies. But this is part of the reason why I don't think he's going to be a killer. Because we did get information that his actor would be in season 6. And I was actually shocked that we saw him now. I was expecting this guy to be like the new rookie. Or maybe to be like a family member of Lucy, something like that. Selena love interest was not number one on my mind. And like I said yesterday, Selena girlfriend era win. But I like this guy enough. And I could root for them. So I'm cool. The fact that he's going to be in season 6 makes me feel better, because I feel like that means that Selena isn't dying in the finale. Not the same could be said for Aaron. I'll talk about this promo after because I have a lot to say. Tim's little bad girlfriend was very much giving bad puppy. Big fan. And I think there's a lot to unpack here. Just like Tim's trauma. Like, sir, please go to therapy. He can say that he knows Lucy isn't Isabel as many times as he wants, but I think deep down he's always going to have that connection because, like I said, he has a lot of trauma and he needs to unpack. And while I don't think it's fair, I can't hate him for it, because every single person that we've known to go undercover, it has severely ruined their personal lives. Like Isabel with her marriage, and then like Nyla almost lost custody of her daughter. So there's a precedent there. But the fact that Lisa should walk away before she's in like too far deep makes me feel hopeful. It's like, is this foreshadowing for something? What if she doesn't? Like, what if that's like a storyline that they explore, that it's like, because you never know how characters evolve or devolve or whatever. And we've established that I'm a worst case scenario thinker, and also that I have TV show trauma. So like, I don't trust TV shows half the time. So I'm hoping that it's not, that it doesn't go in that direction and she does walk away before things get too far. And I think she probably will, just because of who Lucy is. But you never know. This hug was very much giving like 401 vibes. Oh my god. I keep connecting things back to that. Yeah, I think Aaron might die. Oh my god. The promo pics for 5/22 have dropped. A good amount of the pictures are of this scene here with Nolan and Bailey and this hammer. Is it going to be a weapon, or are they building something? The world may never know. And I'm just kidding. From the rest of these pictures, it definitely looks like it's going to be like a weapon, but just interesting choice. So from the logline of the episode, we do know that a group of masked assailants is going to be after them, so that's probably who they're trying to fight off. And would you looky there, they made an appearance. And it reminded me of the last time we saw some bad guys in masks. If this new finale is as good as this one, ooh, we gotta get ready. Side note, I understand that mask is supposed to be scary, but tell me why I kind of see a panda. Like, the first thing that came into my mind was, in fact, the cheetah girls. Anyways, back to the promo pictures. A lot of them were of Nolan and Bailey, so we're gonna have to prepare to deal with that to the group of us that are like low-key Bailey haters. However, I will say, for me, I prefer when she's an actual storyline and isn't just like wandering around in the background trying to like pop in for fun, and it's like, Bailey, I've had enough. And we also get this picture of Nolan in a Guardians of the Galaxy t-shirt. Is this them foreshadowing a Disneyland episode? Because technically California Adventure, but whatever, I'll take it. Let's Modern Family, please, come on. This is the picture that I had shown in the beginning of Lucy and Gray, clearly looking distressed. We also have Tim looking quite worried. There's also this picture of Gray and Bailey to what looks like to be the same location. And someone getting rolled into that ambulance. You know who we didn't get promo pictures of? Aaron. I'm convinced more and more every day that that one picture that we saw from behind the scenes way back when of the hospital was Aaron. There's also no Nyla, and as I registered that in my head, I was reminded of that episode earlier in the season where James and Nyla say that if everything happens to them, Leah would go to the Wopases. So, was that for a reason? Because your first thought could also be like, what if it's Selena? She's in pretty close proximity. But like, are they gonna kill off Selena? I feel like they've been building her character up a lot recently. Is that to make us attached and then fucking pull her heart out? Like, what's the reason? I disappeared for like 5 days, but I'm back to talk about the Rookies promo for the finale. The promo that came out on Tuesday, the sneak peek that came out on Saturday, and the cold open that came out this morning, because like I said, I've been gone for a while. And I feel like we both have a lot to discuss and not much, because all the information that we got from the finale, we've been getting weeks in advance, like even before we got promo pictures for episode 21. So like what we expected to see did happen. Like that one behind the scenes picture when we saw like a hand in a hospital, everyone was like, that's Aaron, you know? And look, we were right. And I saw this coming, but yet when I saw the promo for the first time, my brain did kind of like explode a little. And all I kept thinking was, leave Aaron and Selena alone. Bailey's right there. You know what? Maybe a girl's dream came true. Because this is so stupid, but you know what annoyed me? When they asked Bailey, like, can you describe the mask? And she's like, the terrifying kind. That's not fucking helpful, Bailey. You're speaking to an officer who's trying to find these people. You can't be like, oh, you're scary. Shut up, Bailey. Like, I'm sorry. I just can't with her. I do try my hardest, but she's just unbearable to me. Now, on the cold open that came out with the TV Line article, what are Selena and Aaron doing in a back alley at 4 a.m.? Are they coming back from like a D&D tournament? Do they just like casually hang out here? How did they get here? Like, ugh, I just love them, and I don't want to see them hurt, and I still think Aaron's dying, and I don't want that to happen. Like, the Wopus baby really is going to be named Aaron, and that's not looking good. But if there's one positive, it is, I am covering the gun here, but because of the original promo, we do know he gets shot in the shoulder, so at least it's not like in a fatal like organ. He's not shot in the head or in the heart. So there's gonna be hope, but also there might not be, because there's gonna be a double cliffhanger. So like, I have a feeling this is gonna be something like season 5 finale of Grey's Anatomy, for example. I'm about to spoil a show from 2007, so if you want to skip ahead 20 seconds, go ahead. Because here you had a character who was in a life and death situation, but the person who ends up dying, you didn't expect it to be. Oh my god, I can't even fucking talk about this episode, because the moment those elevator doors opened, I started bawling like I never had before. But the whole point that I'm saying is, maybe they're tricking us into thinking that Aaron's gonna be the one who dies, but in reality, it's gonna be someone else. Cross it's Bailey, but also before people start being like, nah, you playing the race card, I'm about to, so shut up and sit down or scroll, because I'm going to. I can't get over the fact that if they do kill Aaron, they are killing off the second out of 3 black male characters. I understand that Jackson was killed off because Titus wanted to leave the show, and I get it. Now this one here, do you really want to make it 66%? Let's not even talk about why Bishop left the show. I'm going to hold off most of my judgment till after the episode, because I am choosing to believe and putting my faith in writers doing better. That's a first for me. I'm about to start the episode. I have somehow successfully avoided spoilers. I'm ready. I don't know. Let's go. Oh, I just love Aaron and Selena. I don't know why I'm worried, because we literally saw the cold open. We know what happened, but still. What the fuck did they pick up? Was it the bullet? It looked like glass. What the fuck? What's up with the poetry? Why do I want to cry? What are we, 2 minutes in? Oh, and Bailey ruined it. I'm done wanting to cry. Okay, so it was the shell casing. I don't have good eyesight, clearly. Oh, he's gonna show up as Angela's in the hospital, and I'm gonna get really bad Jackson flashbacks. Grey's Anatomy who? I'm sorry, I need to make light of the situation. This episode is way more intense than I expected it to be. I apologize for making fun of that Bailey line of the terrifying kind. Clearly that came from Selena. Oh shit, the title card. That's when you know an episode's about to be good, and I can fast forward to commercials. Thank you to the DVR. They went straight into the surgery, and I almost skipped it thinking it was like a promo for Grey's Anatomy or The Good Doctor. Not me forgetting Aaron's famous. Angela trying to help solve the case while in literal active labor is so on brand for her. I also love that Luna's in this episode. We love a good Red Crimea River. They're a Justin Timberlake fan. Oh, this is really sweet with the crystals. You get 1 point, Bailey. You get 1 point. I know that this isn't Chenford related, but the whole sandwich thing is very veggie burger and fries. Okay, sorry. I see Chenford parallels and I have to point them out. Okay, I have to. Yellow and blue, yellow and blue. Once again, I can't help it. Chenford on the brain. I can't lose it. Oh, head kiss. Episode is reminding me so much of 401. That is we have to rewind. That is a 401 parallel, and I can't. The difference is this time she's not alone, because when she walks into Jackson's room and I love these 2 little geeks. I have no idea what she's talking about, but it seems sweet. Oh my god, not Bailey about to get attacked. She's gonna be fine. Sis knows like martial arts or whatever, right? This is very much season 2 finale. You know, the red and blue and no one's facing finale. Oh, they're going after Nyla next. The fucking baby? They wouldn't kill Leah. They're kidnappers now. What the fuck? That was not on my 2023 bingo card. Oh, they fucking took her. Oh, she's fine. She's fine. She's so cute too. Is this the first time we see Leah in not doll form? A hospital and lawyer Wesley, here we come. A time lapse. We're getting fancy. Should we be trusting this nurse? I'm not suspicious of everyone. Should have better go down. Is he dead? Oh, they're gonna blow up. This is a trap. Long sleeves. That's him? Is Tim opening the door? No, that's a woman hand. Is it? Oh no, oh no. I trust Lucy. There's a connection here. Oh, she's here! What's her name? Is it gonna be Erin? Because if Erin fucking dies... Oh, is this where the fight scene's gonna happen? 2 There's so fucking many of them. Oh, it's together. Oh my god. Not the T word. I love this. Wait, I think I know where this is. Yes, bitch! There's one more and Gray's gonna come to the rescue. Are we supposed to know who these people are? He just fucking swallowed that like nothing. I can't even swallow pills without water. This is gonna go into season 6. That's gonna be good. Oh, I really thought we were out of the woods with this Erin story. Oh, they're in those black cars, right? They gotta be. And just like that, we've come to the end of season 5. Oh, it was a great season. Hello, it is the next morning and I am sick, which sucks. But overall thoughts on the episode, I have not rewatched it. Usually I do, either that same day or the next day. But you know what? We're going to go on to hiatus. So I'm trying to push off that rewatch as much as possible because the show's not coming back for 5 months if we're lucky because writers are on strike. So it might go way beyond that. I mentioned this before, but I love the little handshake. Also, in my reaction, I kept talking about how this episode reminded me of 401, right? And partially because I was getting Jackson flashbacks, also because Angela was in labor, but 401 to me always felt like it kind of could stand on its own as like a little movie plot, like a short film. And this episode felt the same way because it's very different than like your normal style of episodes that is very much like drama and comedy. It was giving horror. Like this scene right here had me the most shook of anything because I guess we knew Erin was gonna get hurt. We knew Selena was gonna get hurt. I never thought that one of their kids would get kidnapped. And if someone's was, I was like, oh, it's gonna be Angela's because of Elijah. Like I didn't think that was happening in this storyline. But also I saw a comment that was like, Angela's nurse is one of the people who they were looking for like in the TV screen. I don't have a screenshot of the lady, but it's the same way this dude here in the elevator behind Nolan appears to be one of the guys in the black cars at the end. Maybe it's one of those things of like, oh, white people look the same, but I don't want to say that. So let's go with it's the same person. Tell me what, I didn't catch this till after. You know me so well. Too well? You see, this is why I rewatch, because you miss little things. I don't mean to be like, oh, my ship is better than yours, but tell me why Chenford were out here fighting like 8 dudes, but Bailey and Nolan were having trouble fighting off one. I'm sorry, it's clear who's superior. Now, this scene I did watch multiple times because I was hitting that rewind button. But you know what? Honestly, like, to the Chenfords, we really have, like, a great captain out here with Mr. Eric Winter because this was not scripted the same way Tim's look towards Lucy at the season 3 finale was not scripted. And that moment had bitches in a chokehold. It's me, I'm bitches, for years. Now on to Lopez and baby number 2, who may or may not be named Erin. Also, if they're naming her after Erin, do we think that they're spelling it like Erin, or would they be spelling it like the female version of Erin? Because personally, I like the male spelling of Erin a little bit more, even though I know that, like, not me slandering Erin's with an E, I mean, no offense. But, I was going somewhere with this. Yes, maybe we're gonna get like a Jane the Virgin moment for season 6 premiere, because apparently their nurse is also a criminal. So, like, something to look forward to, maybe? It's gonna be an intense season premiere, that's for sure. That is all for season 5. I hope you enjoyed. Season 6 will be coming shortly, along with other TV show and book related content on this channel. I'm off. Bye bye. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time.